Hello and welcome to the Maharashtra Brief, where we get you all the top stories from Mumbai and Maharashtra on NDTV's YouTube platform. If you've missed the news from Mumbai and Maharashtra, then this is the show you should be tuning in to catch up with what you missed. On the show tonight, we're looking at the mega Thackeray reunion to be announced tomorrow ahead of the BMC polls. Also on the show, we're looking at how there of course is a possibility of Sharad Pawar's NCP and Ajit Pawar's NCP tying up in Pune, while the Mahayuti has decided to keep the NCP out of the alliance in Mumbai. And finally, also on the show, we're looking at the security that has been beefed up at the Bangladesh High Commission in Mumbai. All of this coming up. Let's move on to the headlines. A mega Thackeray reunion to be announced on Wednesday ahead of the BMC polls as the Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena UBT and Raj Thackeray-led Maharashtra Navnirman Sena tie up for the BMC elections. It's almost certain now that Ajit Pawar's NCP will contest the BMC elections not as a part of the Mahayuti but alone. In Pune, a NCP reunion could be on the cards, with Sharad Pawar's NCP and Ajit Pawar's NCP entering an alliance. And finally, in Mumbai, security outside the Bangladesh High Commission beefed up as protests take place across the country against the atrocities on minorities and the lynching of a Hindu boy in Mymensingh in Bangladesh. Let's move on with the show. Now, the first story that we're looking at is, of course, from the upcoming BMC elections. And on Wednesday, the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, led by Raj Thackeray, and the Shiv Sena UBT, led by Uddhav Thackeray, will announce their alliance. And this is, of course, after seat-sharing talks have been concluded between the two parties. The Congress is not part of this alliance. It opposes a tie-up with Raj Thackeray because of the anti-North Indian rhetoric that his party had whipped up earlier. The Congress, being a national party, has other considerations, but what is also clear is that this mega Thackeray reunion is indeed happening, with the announcement on Wednesday. My colleague Anuj Rate has more on this story.
After a wait of several months, the day has finally dawned upon us when the Thackeray brothers will officially reunite on a political stage. While we know that throughout this year, they have come together for either protests or for fighting against the Hindi policy of the government of Maharashtra. But tomorrow, that is on 24th of December, they will announce their strategy and their alliance for the upcoming BMC polls officially. Now, the reason for this delay is attributed to the long-drawn talks about seat sharing in the city. While these chats went on fairly smoothly as compared to what was the case on the earlier occasions. However, there were few centers, namely there was Dadar, Shivdi, Vikroli, and all of these Marathi heartland parts of the city, which became points of contention because the presence of the workers of both of these parties is highly strong in all of these regions. And that is what led to a slight delay for the announcement of this alliance on an official basis. What is important to note on this occasion is that the Congress party has repeatedly made it very clear that they will still not go ahead with the UBT-MNS alliance. In fact, we have heard it from Sanjay Raut, who said that even after the election, the possibility of Congress coming with them to join hands against the Bharatiya Janata Party or against the Shinde faction of Sena are still very much alive. But a pre-poll alliance has effectively been ruled out as of now.
Now, if the Thackerays are reuniting in Mumbai, on the other side, as far as the Mahayuti is concerned, the NCP has been left out of the alliance. And this, of course, is because of opposition from the BJP and the Shiv Sena, led by Eknath Shinde, to the leadership of Nawab Malik, who, of course, is heading the NCP's Mumbai election strategy and the election committee. Now, they are, of course, opposed to Nawab Malik, which is why the NCP will not be a part of the alliance in Mumbai. But in Pune, strangely, a Sharad Pawar NCP and an Ajit Pawar NCP could tie up, leading to a reunion of the NCP. There is a possibility of this announcement also coming soon as talks are on. My colleague Anuj reports on this story as well.
While on one hand, the UBT and MNS alliance is hours away from making an official announcement, on the other hand, even the Mahayuti does not seem to be in its most perfect form when it comes to the Mumbai Municipal Corporation polls. And the reason is that NCP will fight this election separately. Now, this has still not been officially made or confirmed by the NCP state president, Sunil Thackeray, who spoke to the media some time back. He still states that the meetings are going on with the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, with Ashish Shelar, who has been given the responsibility for Mumbai as far as the BJP is concerned. However, sources and top leaders from Shiv Sena, Shinde faction and the Bharatiya Janata Party have made it very clear that there is no question of the Yuti, that is Sena and Bhajpa Yuti, going together with NCP in Mumbai, and the primary reason for that is the presence of Nawab Malik. Nawab Malik has been given the responsibility of leading the NCP faction for the upcoming BMC polls here in Mumbai, and that is the reason why BJP and Shiv Sena are choosing not to go with the NCP. However, experts also suggest that this might be a strategy of Mahayuti so that NCP does not risk their secular or their Muslim voter bank, which is very strong in certain pockets of Mumbai where NCP tasted success in the 2017 polls. So while the question for a few might just be of 7 to 8 seats, but that might come very instrumental and important if this election goes closer than what we are expecting it to go.
And finally, on the show, of course, as protests take place across the country, security outside the Bangladesh High Commission in Mumbai was also beefed up. Remember, there have been protests outside Bangladesh missions across India after a Hindu boy was lynched in Moimenshing in Bangladesh. This incident has led to condemnation from several quarters, and the lynching incident, the brutal video of which also went viral on social media, has led to India, of course, calling for justice for that family. Deepu Chandra Das was, of course, pulled out of a garment factory and lynched by a mob on allegations of insulting the Prophet when he had actually done nothing, and there's no evidence of him having said anything against the Prophet as well. But this incident took place, and my colleague Sujata Dwivedi reports on the security ahead of those BHP protests in several parts of the country, including Mumbai, at the Bangladesh mission.
Workers of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad are protesting outside the Bangladesh Deputy High Commission, and like you see the visuals where all of the party workers of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad are being detained, and like you see the members of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad have been demanding since a long time that action must be taken against the atrocities that have been happening with the Hindus in Bangladesh, and to raise their voice against them. All of these party workers have gathered here, as well as the Mumbai Police detaining them because no permission as such was obtained.
शांतिपूर्वक आंदोलन कर रहे हैं, लेकिन प्रशासन हमें आंदोलन करने नहीं दे रही है। अच्छा, ठीक है।
हिंदुओं के साथ जो हो रहा है उसके खिलाफ उनका क्या इलाज है, आपको लगता है किस प्रकार से डील किया जाना चाहिए, आपकी मांग क्या है? So like you hear them that all of the members here are protesting. However, because of no police permission being obtained, they have been detained beforehand itself, right around 500 meters before the High Commission, and because of which all of the members here, they were here of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and they state that such atrocities against Hindus in Bangladesh will not be tolerated, and they're expecting stringent action to be taken in the matter.
That's all we have on the show tonight. Thank you so much for watching the Maharashtra Brief on NDTV's YouTube platform. Remember, if you've missed anything that is worth the headlines during the day from Mumbai and Maharashtra, this is where you should be tuning in, the Maharashtra Brief on NDTV's YouTube platform. For all the latest stories, news updates from India and across the world, keep watching NDTV.